Hello everyone! Splatoon 2 is coming out in just under a week, and this weekend Nintendo gave us one more chance to try the game for freezies before it launches. Having played my fair share of Splatoon 1 back in the day, and having gotten the chance to take part in this weekend's Splatfest, I thought I would put together a brief video highlighting how Splatoon 2 compares to the original. For those of you who never got the chance to play the original, Splatoon is a third-person shooter with a heavy emphasis on online play, and a focus on capturing territory instead of getting kills. And of course, since it was designed by Nintendo, rather than Marines fighting terrorists with realistic firearms, it involves a bunch of adorable squid people splatting each other with ink guns, novelty oversized paint rollers, and ink-seeking missiles. The purpose of each match is to cover as much of the map as possible with your own team's color, while preventing the enemy team from doing the same. It is a fun, frantic game that manages to cram an incredible amount of strategy into its brief but intense matches. Fans of the first game will be happy to hear that in Splatoon 2, this winning formula hasn't changed in the slightest. The shooting, jumping, aiming, and swimming mechanics all play almost identically to how they did in the original. And that's a good thing. Splatoon was a very mechanically sound game. Why change what isn't broken? If anything, the impression I got from Splatoon 2's previews is one of addition rather than of change. You'll still kit your squid out in the freshest styles and heaviest weaponry, join a lobby where you're matched with 3 strangers or 3 friends, and then splat the ever-loving ink out of the enemy team. What's changed is the styles and the weaponry you have at your disposal, the maps you get to play on, and the ways you can splat the ever-loving ink out of the enemy team. So far, we've got 1 new weapon type, a new grenade, 4 new special moves, new stages, and some updates to an existing stage. We've also got some mechanical updates to existing weapon types. For example, roller weapons now have 2 different swings, a short-range one and a long-range one. I'm excited for these changes since they promise to add a new level of strategy to the different playstyles and give you reason to see some old weapons in a new light. From a more general perspective, we have a number of other updates that you would expect from a next-generation sequel. The visuals have improved noticeably from the original, and we finally have the ability to customize hairstyles and legwear. We've got some familiar faces in the cast as well as some new characters, complete with a new pair of squid idols to look up to. We've also been promised a new horde mode called Salmon Run, and a completely new single-player campaign. Of course, we haven't had the chance to see these in detail yet. All in all, Splatoon 2 feels more like an update to the original than a game in its own right, but in all the right ways. Everything that worked from the original game has been brought over intact, and a new level of depth and polish has been added to the game as a whole. Splatoon was a gem of a game that had the bad luck to be released on one of Nintendo's less popular consoles. Even still, it managed to win over a large and enthusiastic fan base. I'm very excited to play Splatoon on a console that people actually own, and I'm also excited to see what other new features and updates are in store for the sequel. The world of Splatoon is an incredibly charming one, and Splatoon 2 promises to give you more than enough reasons to want to enter this world again. Thanks for watching, and until next time,